Butcher's Block.
What up, y'all? You're in tune to the Butcher's Block. I'm your host, Frank the Butcher, and today I got a special episode. Two of my favorites, Killer Mike and LP. We're gonna join them. We're gonna talk about a few things, but first, I'm gonna run up to the local record spot, cop their albums, give them a listen, let you know what I think. Check it out. What up? So it's hot as hell. I'm gonna take this long ass trek up the street, hit the local record spot. I'm gonna pick up Killer Mike and LP's new albums, which I heard are amazing. I can't wait to hear them. And I'm gonna go back to the office, check them out, listen to them, and then we're gonna get with Killer Mike and LP themselves and see what they had to say about them. Check it out. I got it. Just copped the new LP album, C for C, Cancer For Cure. Unfortunately, it was sold out of Killer Mike. Yo, Mike, Boston is dry, bone dry. Need a new shipment, all sold out. I'm gonna head back to the office, download Mike off of iTunes, pop in the LP, and see what we got going on. Follow me.
Sucker. They wanna kill you, you're the cancer, you're the fucking problem, you're the pollution, you're the issue, when they wanna solve it. They wanna kill you, you're the cancer, I'm out. If you kill him, I won't tell. If you kill him, I won't tell.
Yo, the album is crazy. My standouts are Full Retard, which has a video, which was the first single, which is a great introduction to the new album. Drones Over Brooklyn is crazy. Oh Hell No, featuring Mr. Motherfucking Esquire and Danny Brown. But to me, the craziest joint on there is For My Upstairs Neighbor, which talks about LP being in an apartment building, a crime being committed in the building by his neighbor, and him being questioned by the police. And he doesn't want any part of it. He's not gonna give up any information. It's so detailed that it almost felt like it was a real story. Check out what LP had to say about that. What's going on, y'all? This is Frank the Butcher. I'm here with my man, LP, El Producto. How you doing?
Sir, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Tour's going well?
Tour's going great.
The song about your upstairs neighbor. Very detailed, you know what I'm saying? It's an amazing storytelling. I mean, Slick Rick is one of my favorite rappers ever. So,
me too.
You know, storytelling is a very important element to rap music, and you raised the bar. It was so oddly specific. Almost like, yo, did this shit really happen? But you know,
everything happened except the murder and me actually saying what I said in the song.
Okay.
Other than that, everything is 100. Like,
really?
That all came. That was the last song I made on my record, and that was because I was sitting in my apartment, which has shitty, thin ceilings and rickety hallways, and listening to this really abusive relationship, you know, unfold. And, you know, I have a history of that in my life. So that's something that's been a theme. Anyone who follows me knows that that's something that's been important.
It's been documented in your music.
It's been important to me. It's been documented in my music, and it never goes away. It just changes, you know, and sometimes it comes back. And all I did was just take the truth and just add a little bit of fantasy to it. But that's
crazy,
you know,
story.
It was not hard to write that song. That song was written in one day.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hardcore G shit, homie, I don't play around, ain't shit. Sweet elegance in the form of a black elephant, smoking white. The end of the Reagan era, I'm like Lemma 12, old enough to understand the shit that changed forever. They declared the war on drugs, like a war on terror. But what it really did was let the police terrorize whoever. But mostly black boys, but they would call us niggas and lay us on our belly while they...
Track number 6, Reagan. Where do I even begin? Killer Mike goes in on the Reagan era, the Reagan presidency, and the things that he did to affect the black communities and the urban communities and how it affects us still today. An amazing song, so well written. Let's check out what Mike had to say about that. So we're backstage. This is Frank the Butcher. Here with my man Killer Kill from the Ville, Killer Mike. How are you, man?
What's up? The Bearded Brothers in the building.
Exactly.
We here.
Now, 2 songs in particular that I want to talk about. You know what? Let's cut it down to one song. Reagan.
Yeah, Reagan.
Reagan.
I'll talk about the others, but it's cool.
But Reagan to me is far removed as this generation is from the Reagan era. You know what I mean? A lot of these kids that are buying you music now weren't even born when Reagan was in office.
Nah, they weren't.
So how important was it for you to make sure that they understood almost the beginning of the timeline of things that affect them now?
Yeah, it is. I was told by former U.S. ambassador, there's no problem in the world that happens on a national level that we don't know is going to happen like 20, 25 years based on circumstances and how they dealt with, you know what I mean? So for me, with, you know, I know that there's this effort to lionize him now, to iconize him. And I'm telling you, that's state propaganda. That's party propaganda. That's what they did to Lenin. That's what they did to Stalin. That's what they did to Mao. That's what they do to Castro. The same stuff they tell you to hate is what they doing. Like Reagan was not the best president. He was not a particularly good actor, you know. But he got, you know, he had a brain trust that manipulated this country in a way that's caused us to go into a decline from the great nation we were. Like I'm not like on some, I'm glad Reagan's dead because I'm black or just because of crack. I'm an American, and this country is progressively chasing the ideal of Reaganomics, chasing the ideal of the politically elite, chasing that ideal has chased us into the ground to the point you're now subjected to the people who he supposedly, like, he defeated Russia in the Cold War. But China's a communist country. You didn't kill communism. You just destroyed all these Eastern countries. That's it. You know, you didn't even really get rid of your enemy because you still ain't got rid of them, that billion soldier army in China. You still ain't got rid of that Red Army. But what you did do, what we do now is what we did in the 80s. You're continuing a campaign of propaganda, continuing a campaign of destabilization. You know, as an American, I got to appreciate the fact we're in the Eastern Horn of Africa and in North Africa, and we got bases, and you're never going to stop the flow of gas to America. You're never going to do it. There's no way. You can stop it now. We in every country we ever wanted to be in, including Libya. So, you know, my thing is while you're out there and you celebrate, we got Gaddafi. He was the only president who was able to help all of Africa. He was the only person that wanted to change a monetary system to go. So, you know, just watch what you cheer for. Because as a Pan-Africanist, I can't support that. But as an American, I'm glad to have cheap gas. And that's a conflict I deal with every day in myself, which is why the first verse of Reagan is talking to rappers and actors.
Absolutely.
You know? I say we are advertisements for agony and pain.
So that's it. Thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Make sure you pick up Killer Mike and LP's new albums. See you next time. Peace.
The Butcher's Block.